Hey everyone, Dr. Frunkey here with what is probably my first knife reveal. So I'm just going to preface this by talking about my love of zero tolerance knives. Here you can see the 0850. This just came out. I have really been enjoying this knife. I've even been messing up my thumb by just opening that all the time. Really, really love it. It will Spidey flick. Just a really cool knife. But what I love is that ZT constantly innovates. They use 20 CV steel on this one. They use this carbon fiber handle with a titanium subframe lock, an interesting handle sort of pieces and unique clip and all that stuff. It's really nice. I just love the things that they do. My introduction really to zero tolerance, I was going to buy the 0562 CF. Arguably their most popular model. I think so many people had that knife. But when I was searching for that, I found out that the 0392 series was coming out, a little bit of a step above. And this was the model that was going to be released at that time, the brown and gold, the BRN GLD. And I absolutely love this knife. I've got a nice wicked edge on there. I love the 204p steel. I love the handle design and all the colors and everything. Absolutely adore that. I've owned a few 0392s. You can see on my channel I've had a whole bunch of videos about them, including the whole series. My love of the 0392 drove me to pick up the actual Hinderer Eclipse, the knife that the 0392 is based off of. You can catch my recent conversion of this knife to full bronze hardware, as well as the final diagnosis and review video that I published recently. Awesome, awesome knife, but I still prefer the 0392s. I also have been getting into custom knives lately. I really enjoy having special knives that are unique to me, that are fully customized to my specifications, and I actually really love this Curtis F3. This is my first custom knife. I asked Dave if he had one with green anodized handles, and he delivered in spades. This is a fantastic knife with a beautiful finish with a multi-layer anodization and stonewash pattern going on there. I just absolutely love it. I love just staring into it, and I wanted another knife with a similar finish, but what I wanted to do was combine my love of the Curtis F3 and its finish and its customization, and then combine that with a 0392. I had a 0392 Blue Bowie, and if you watched my final diagnosis on that, you'll know that there were some things that I didn't really like, namely the DLC and the kind of boring hardware and anodization. So without any further ado, let me move these aside and introduce to you the ZT0392 Frunk. This is what I'm calling this knife. I sent the Blue Bowie off to a guy named Fanatic Edge. He has a Instagram channel where he shows off all of his work. He will take basically any production knife and just customize it in a bunch of different ways. He does anodizations, he does blade treatments, he does Cerakoting, he does flaming of steel hardware. He's really known for putting a wicked edge on his knives. He likes to pride himself on making a super sharp edge, and he did do that on this one. But this was a full knife overhaul, so this is a completely new knife. It looks like it fell into a vat of radioactive material, basically, and came out a mutant. It's absolutely awesome. So let's break this knife down anatomically and talk about what's been done here. We've taken the M390 blade and taken off the DLC coating entirely. So we've got a nice hand rub satin finish. The DLC is still present in the jimping there and at a couple of spots that sort of are hidden on the inside of the frame. Honestly, I think it kind of still looks cool as a little accent, a little black accent there. Kind of hides that angle, kind of makes that line very sharp there. I can deal with it. It's okay. I like it. He put a 19 degrees per side wicked edge down to a mirror polish on there. Now, it's not exactly the same high polish as what my good buddy Supreme Guru did on my brown and gold. Let me get that in focus. That's a true mirror finish. You can see fine detail there. But this knife did come with an insane edge. He did 19 degrees per side. I simply cannot argue with the results there. It is an absolutely amazing edge. It will cut anything. The action remains perfect. Of course, it's on the KVT bearing system, just like all 0392s. But look at the finish that he's done on this knife. I wanted a green finish like my Curtis, but this time I wanted to keep the soul of the blue Bowie in there. Actually, my girlfriend convinced me to keep the blue going on there instead of doing a green and gold, and I absolutely love the way that that sort of came through here. The finish is sort of an apocalyptic green finish, stone washed and then blue washed over that. He did it to all the hardware. There's a little hint of purple there, I think is cool. All of the screws, I asked him to do some of it in just plain bright green. He did the standoffs in bright green. He did the filler tabs in bright green. And he did the over travel stop disc in bright green. The clip is in the body blue and green, bluish green. That's so beautiful to me. And then he flamed all the steel parts that can't be anodized. It is an absolutely stunningly beautiful knife, and I am very thankful to him for that. I am going to have this knife out on a lot of my videos. I'm going to have it out on my Instagram. Go ahead and follow me at Dr. Frunkey to see more pictures of this and of all of my knife collection. I just want to give a shout out to Fanatic Edge. He does a great job with his products and his services. This did take about 2 months to get delivered back to me, but he had to do a full conversion while maintaining a heavy flow of other knives. I guess I shouldn't say heavy flow, but it is what it is. He's got a ton of work. He does a lot of work on some Ramon Chavez knives and a lot of different titanium frame lock flippers out there. Go ahead and check him out. This was $100, guys, to convert the blue Bowie into this with all the hand rub satin and the anodization work. $100. So with a $400 base price, this is now a $500 knife. It is still cheaper than the Hinderer Eclipse with the bronze hardware from Rick Hinderer himself. So this was $560, $570 all in, whereas this one is only at $500 and a full custom knife. I mean, this feels about as custom as something can be with that hand rubbed satin and this ridiculously crazy finish. This is definitely the only one like this in the entire world, so you're going to see a whole lot of this, and I'm going to be carrying this guy a lot. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Click like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me over on Instagram. Go check out Fanatic Edge on Instagram. And as always, guys, this is Dr. Frunkey saying take care.